Hey, this is Owen Internet with Lead by Live and Travel.
Hey guys.
This is our first live, and we're excited about it.
Okay, actually, this is our second live.
Is it?
Yeah, we actually did a live several months ago, and it was about when we were in Washington D.C. So I
Oh,
think that was last year.
okay. Yeah,
We didn't know what we were doing, so it doesn't count.
I think we had some technical issues, but
Yeah, we're not sure if it even posted.
yeah.
So.
But we're excited about today. I will say this is our first official live.
Mhm.
The channel's growing really well, and we just want to hop on here and just talk about what we love.
Yes, yeah. Aside from each other.
We love each other.
Yes,
You know
we do.
that. Well, this channel is not about our love. It's about cruising and dating ideas. So
Mhm.
that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. To give some people some time to hop on. How's your day going so far? It's pretty cold here in Chicagoland.
Yeah, it's today it is I think it's 13 degrees. 13 degrees.
Very cold.
So I'll tell you, I'm a runner, and in the past I would always run even through the winter time. I'd run as low as negative 10 degrees. Do that once, but every winter I always get sick, and so I decided this winter I'm not going to run when it's really freezing. So I'm trying to, make sure that it's at least, 20 degrees when I run outside. And hello to
Hey,
Nessa.
Janessa, how you doing?
So we, today it was very cold here in the Chicagoland area, but tell them about what we did.
Yeah, so we both had the day off and went to the gym this morning, had a good workout in, and then
we worked out for about, was it an hour and a half, 2 hours?
Yeah, almost 2 hours.
Yeah, almost
So
2
it's
hours.
nice.
Yeah. We just like working out.
Yeah, didn't feel rushed or anything, and got that cardio in and some lifting.
Mm-hmm.
And then we came home, quick shower, and went on a nice date to our favorite restaurant. I don't know if you guys heard of this, White Chocolate Grill.
If you have not heard of it, you need to look it up. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they have very many locations throughout the U.S.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but they really need to branch out and make more locations, because that place is a gym.
Yeah, I think they have one. So Illinois and Arizona. I don't know where else.
There's one more, Colorado or somewhere.
I don't know.
But look it up.
It's worth flying to.
Yeah. I don't know about that. It's good, but I don't know about that.
It's worth flying to. So how's that for a date idea?
Yeah.
Going to White Chocolate, flying off to a destination, even though there's not much to see in Illinois, but flying off to Illinois, fly to Arizona and go to a White Chocolate Grill. So yeah, so we ate good and came back home, and we just decided, hey, let's hop on here and let's get to know our viewers a little bit better. And we want to just be able to come on and just share some information with you guys.
And before we go any further, we just want to thank you guys for supporting the channel. It's been great. We've been into this almost 1.5 years now since we started this, and we just hit over 2,000 subscribers. So we thank you very much for supporting this channel. And this is something that we enjoy, and we enjoy sharing the content with you guys. So thank you.
Yes, we really do appreciate it. Every like, every share, every subscribe, everything that you do, it really does help the channel. It helps us to be able to produce more content out there, and it lets us know we want to hear from you. What do you want to see more of? We want to make sure that we're producing the content that you want to see. Now, I will tell you, if you tell us that you want to see us on Carnival, I'm sorry, we can't. That probably won't happen. That won't happen. Because if you've been following us for any amount of time, you will never find a Carnival cruise on our agenda.
It's just not for us. We're not saying that,
Not saying anything is wrong with Carnival. If you love Carnival, more power to you. Continue to enjoy Carnival, but it's just not for us. Why don't we share with them? Do you think we should share with them some of what we've got coming up, or did you want to say that for later?
Yeah, let's say that for later.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, we just, again, thank you very much for supporting the channel. We really appreciate it. And just going to start off by talking about why do we like cruising? Why did we get into this? Why did we start the channel? You know, um, and personally, we think cruising is the best way to vacation. Why is that?
Well, I mean, as far as like vacationing, one of the great things about cruising is almost every day you can wake up at a different destination.
Yes.
So our company, we market for a manufacturing company, and this company, they will send us on some incredible, all expenses paid trips. We just came back from one a few months ago, and we went to the Paradisus in Playa del Carmen. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. It was amazing.
I
it was
love that place.
A gorgeous resort, and everything was all expenses paid. But every morning we woke up, we were still in Mexico, okay? And I love Mexico. But the nice thing about cruising is every morning you wake up, you can be at a different destination. And I love it because it's like you take a flight and you say you land in Florida, you board the ship, and then you may wake up Monday morning in Aruba. Tuesday morning, you wake up in the Dominican Republic. Wednesday morning, you wake up in, Curacao. Thursday, I mean, it's you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You get to experience several different destinations all in one vacation. It's not just, we went to Mexico, which I love Mexico. If anybody wants to send us to Mexico, we will take it. But I love Mexico, but it's not 5 days at the same resort, because after a while, if you've gone and done the excursions that you want to do, you're just pretty much hanging out by the pool, which I'll take it. But I'm just saying, it's just exciting to experience different destinations, different cultures, just every morning. By the time we got off of our last cruise, I was just like, I don't even know where we were the day before.
Man, that cruise was full of destinations and ports of calls. I think 5 we went to. That's the most on any cruise we ever been on. And even if you don't get off the ship in itself is like a beautiful thing, vacation, because there are so many things you can do throughout the day. They give you like a daily itinerary. Each hour, basically, something's going on. So you're never bored. You don't have to be bored.
You can learn how to salsa.
Oh, salsa. You can paint classes,
You can eat all day long.
Yeah. So there's so many different activities on the ship itself. They keep you busy, and if you don't want to do that, you just want to relax by the pool, in your room,
your stateroom,
your
and
balcony.
Just go to sleep. Yes.
There's so many things you can do. Entertainment, that's something that's really big. Not every ship has great entertainment, but that is a part of being on the cruise ship.
Some are definitely better than others as far as entertainment, and we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. So that's the reason why we decided to even do cruising. And we figured we were already doing it because all of the trips and vacations we earned from our company, and we're like, we're already going these places. Why don't we start giving reviews? So we're not travel agents. We always got to let people know that we are not travel agents. However, we just love traveling. We love getting our travel either free or at a major discount, and we love just to be able to explore different destinations. And I love Illinois, but I want to be on vacation at least 8 out of 12 months of the year. Is that too much to ask? I don't think that's too much to ask.
Quite a bit much, but yeah, I will too. I just want someone else to pay for it, So, but yeah, that's why we do it. And the only regret I have about this channel is not starting it earlier.
Yes.
We've been vacationing for years, but we would just, take pictures, put them on Facebook, do Facebook Lives, but never
we were doing a review. I was like showing the hotel room, the resorts, but I never thought post that video on Facebook because other people may want to see what the resort looks like before they book, or they may decide not to book, whatever.
And that's what we used to do. We used to research on YouTube and find out, hey, this is cool. That let's check that out. We never thought we're doing that ourselves. Like, why not form a YouTube channel and provide that value,
get monetized,
and get monetized. So it's a win-win.
Yeah.
So
it came to a point where there were sometimes we do research on YouTube, and then we would actually arrive at the destination, and I'm like, what? They didn't show this, and I was thinking, okay, how do they not see this? Because I'm very particular. I have very high standards, and I really think that what you're used to is going to determine like how you view it,
Yeah.
And so my bar was like way up here, and there were some resorts that maybe the average person may think, oh, this is nice, and I'm like, not quite, doesn't quite, fit what I'm looking for. And so I was like, people really need to be able to have an unfiltered, raw, real review of the resorts, of the cruises, so they could know, especially if they are particular, is this worth booking? Is this worth going to? You know,
you work hard for your money, so you want to make sure, that investment you make is worth it.
Mm-hmm.
So unfiltered reviews, that's what we do.
If you haven't already, I have to mention, and I'll probably mention a few times during this live, please take the time, like, subscribe, post something in the chat. Let us know where you are tuning in from. And if you've been on a cruise before, we'd love to hear from you. And we would love to hear what is your favorite cruise line. So don't just say Royal Caribbean, but say Royal Caribbean Legend of the Seas.
Legend of the Seas.
Yeah, that's going to be the new one. They just announced it, Legend of the Seas.
Know about that one.
Yeah, it surprised you. So hopefully, I'm sure nobody will say that because no one's been on it yet. I don't think they're done building it. But whatever it is, say what is your favorite cruise line and your favorite ship, because we'd love to hear from you, So because we know that some of you are new to cruising, we just wanted to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about choosing the right cruise, packing essentials, onboard experiences, and some cruise tips and hacks, okay? Including letting you know how we get some of our cruises for a great discount, because I am quite thrifty, but I like luxury. Okay, so I'm going to find the best deal however I can find it. And I'm going to share some tips and tricks with you at the end. So make sure that you stay tuned.
All right, so let's talk about choosing the right cruise.
Okay.
This is important. And it's based on what kind of person you are. What do you like? Your personality. Are you the type that likes to, party, hang around the pool? You like, music, you like kind of kicking it and all that. You like a younger crowd, I think Carnival is probably the cruise line that you would be more aligned with.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought Utopia of the Seas did all of that.
Now, Utopia of the Seas is an exception because that's a weekend kind of, and they advertise it as the best weekend on sea. Mm-hmm. It would seem like it was trying to go towards that party vibe. It's a big, beautiful ship. Mm-hmm. Don't even get it twisted about that. But it's just the vibe on there. If you like that kind of party kind of style, loud music and all that. Definitely, the Carnival lines are something you should look into in Utopia of the Seas.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Now, if you are like us, and our baby is 22 years old, so we are done with babies, okay? We don't really want to be around crying babies, screaming children, kids running onto the elevator when we've been waiting for 10 minutes for an elevator, kids running on and not recognizing that you were waiting in line, kids bumping into you at the buffet, knocking your plate over and not even saying, I'm sorry. The parents all drunk and their kids running up and down the halls at night, grabbing stuff off the doors. If you're like us and you don't want that at all, choose a cruise line like Celebrity. Celebrity is more of the older crowd. We're both 49 years old. I'm turning 50 this year. And we prefer, this is just what we prefer. We're not saying one is better than the other. Yes, I am. Okay, so.
No, she's not.
One is better for me. I like it quiet. I like it classy. I like it sophisticated. I like it calm. You know what I'm saying? And relaxing. If you want that calm, relaxing, sophisticated vibe, then I would definitely say that Celebrity Beyond, that was the ship that we went on for Celebrity, our only celebrity ship that we've been on. We loved it. We absolutely loved Celebrity Beyond.
Yeah, I think that Celebrity line, like their whole fleet of ships was kind of geared towards the older crowd. You're not going to find a lot of like water slides and, different activities that you may find on other ships. It's just
no bumper cars
and,
none of that on Celebrity.
Out of slides and all that. So you won't see that on there. It's just very classy.
Beautiful art.
The art, the decoration in there, it's just like like an art museum. It's beautiful. They have some nice shows on there. The food is good. Best pizza, we've heard, one of the best. I also like MSC, but she believes it's the best pizza on a cruise ship.
That pizza was really good on Celebrity. Like literally, they would make the pizza to order for you. So I like extra cheese, extra sauce, and they were saucing it up and making it so cheesy for me. And I'd come and get my pizza, and I would eat pizza with every single meal. So I'd have my own pizza and chicken or whatever else on my plate. So Celebrity Beyond, I would definitely say that is one of my favorite cruise lines or one of my favorite cruises. Also, we just came back from Norwegian.
Norwegian Viva, yes.
Yes.
Very similar, in regards to the style and who they kind of cater. They did have the race car track on there.
It had the race car track, but I did not see very many kids on that.
There wasn't a lot of kids on it.
Yeah, I was happy.
Yeah, so it was geared more towards a more mature crowd. The food was really good.
It was excellent.
We can do a whole live just on the food.
We have cruised for years, and I have never had so many amazing meals as what we had on Norwegian Viva.
Yeah, now one disclaimer.
Okay.
All right. We're not a typical foodie where you eat everything. Our diets are a little bit limited. So as far as meats, we only eat chicken and turkey. So we have no idea. We can't give you any say on the seafood, the beef, the pork. Okay, yeah. So we have to put that out there.
However, I will tell you, on all the cruise lines that we've been on, usually when we go on any other cruise line, if we're looking for chicken or turkey, usually turkey was non-existent, and the chicken would be the same grilled chicken breast every single night. And I was sick and tired of it. When we were on Utopia of the Seas, I was like, please get me off this ship. I'm tired of eating grilled chicken breast. So I love the fact that on Norwegian Viva, they changed it up every single day, every single meal. It's like, maybe I had chicken Alfredo for lunch, and then maybe I could have like chicken marsala for dinner. They got creative with it. And I felt like I was at home because there were so many meals that they were creating that I was like, oh yeah, I would totally cook this. I cooked this, Yeah. I was able to have such a variety of meals. So even with turkey, they were doing like barbecue turkey sandwiches. I mean, who does that?
Yeah.
I was so excited. Norwegian Viva for food, A+, 5 stars for Norwegian Viva on the food. Okay. Yeah. So as far as, like which cruise line to go on, again, like you said, it depends on what your preference is. As a cruiser, are you a young couple? We've never been on Virgin Cruises, so we cannot speak to Virgin Cruises. We know that they are no kids on Virgin Cruises, but it seems like a lot of, on Virgin from what we've seen. So we were like,
a bit raunchy too.
Yeah, so. We don't drink. So so we just, we haven't done Virgin yet. However, if Virgin Cruises decides to reach out to us and say we would like to, what do you call it? If they want to sponsor us, we will.
We'll try it out.
We'll try it out. We'll try it out for them. Just to be able to tell, give our full unfiltered review for you guys. Right. We'll do that for you guys, not for us, but for you guys. We're willing to do that.
Yes.
Now, packing essentials. Let's talk about packing essentials.
Yeah. And we have a cool video on packing. You can check that on the channel.
We have two videos on packing.
Yeah.
I did one.
Yeah.
check out our video on packing essentials. It's a really good video. You can see how when we travel, I do not like to check a bag, because when our plane lands, I like to get off the plane and into the car. I don't want to have to worry about looking for my bags being lost, standing around waiting for it to come on the carousel. I don't have time for that. I like to get off the plane and go right outside to either the rental if we have one, or to the Uber that's going to take us to our hotel. I don't like to have to deal with that. So we pack everything between the personal item and a carry-on.
Yep. So I have my carry-on, I have my personal item, and this video will show you how to pack enough outfits for 8 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, we were 9 days.
9 days. We fly into Florida, Port Canaveral, wherever we're gonna go, a day ahead of time, and then we get on a cruise. 7-day cruise. So we got enough for 8-9 days.
And then the day we're back. Yeah. So we make sure that we pack everything. And actually, there have been several times that we actually come home still with clean clothes.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, I didn't wear this. Now, why don't we give them some tips on how we do that? You know?
Yeah. So one key thing, you don't see it in the video, is you want to roll your clothes. Okay, roll them tight. And I recently got in contact with this company where they reached out to me, called Western Rise. I don't know if you heard of it. They make these great pants for men. They're weather resistant. They wrinkle free.
Why don't you show them, hon?
Can't show them in this, can I? I don't know.
You
probably can't see it that well, but these are great pants. And
you see that turnaround?
I have a. You see that? Yeah. I'll put a link in the description. They give us a little bit of a kickback if you do use my link to purchase it. But I highly recommend these pants. I think I have 3 or 4 pair. I just bought those and I use them throughout the whole week. Just kind of interchange them with outfits that go well with dress shirts, casual shirts. The fit is just what really gets me.
They fit them great.
I love the way they fit. And like I say, just being weather resistant, water resistant, and just comfortable, I recommend it. Mm-hmm. What are some of the things you bring?
Well, the video, just so you guys can know, the video is called Checked Bag, No Thanks. Unleash your carry-on packing skills for that cruise or vacation. And on the video, basically what I did was I have packed 21 outfits and 6 pairs of shoes. 21 outfits. So basically a typical day for us, we get up in the morning, we work out, and then maybe if we're going on an excursion, we'll have an outfit for during our excursion, or maybe a swimsuit if we're going to be at the pool. And then we change again at nighttime. So we'll shower, get dressed for that evening. So for that day, I've just used 3 different outfits for that day. So one of the things that I do, I really love to buy my skirts from either a company called Mod Sportswear or from Snoga. And then I actually found another company that makes skirts just like Snoga, where they're these really cool skirts, because the skirts, they have the skirt, but then they have leggings underneath, and the kind of material, kind of like I don't know if you call it dry fit. Well, it helps you can swim in it and it doesn't cling to you, so I can swim in it like a swim skirt. And then also it's great for me when I'm working out. And then also if we're going on an excursion, say we're going to be on ATVs or something like that for the day, it's nice because it's something that's casual. I can wear it modest and I can get dirty in it. And at the same time, I can use that same type of skirt if I want to dress it up as a cute little outfit. So there's so many different things. It doesn't look just, if you were to just look at the skirt, you're not thinking, oh, that's a swimsuit, but when I wear it with a swim shirt, it makes sense, So that's one of the things that I do, because when I can pack that, I can pack fewer clothes and I can be able to interchange them.
Yeah.
So maybe if I wore it one day, like as we're arriving to Orlando or arriving to Puerto Rico or something like that, I can wear it the next morning, that same skirt, as I'm running on the treadmill. So, I can change it up. So that way I am able to bring fewer things.
Yeah.
So,
and for you first time cruisers, if you're concerned about your clothes and like ironing, you can't bring an iron.
Do not try and bring an iron.
Yeah, that's not allowed.
We don't want you to get arrested.
We found that if you do the rolling technique and then, or however you pack, as soon as you get to your room, that first day, your cabin, just hang your clothes up, and then they're just kind of like,
the wrinkles will fall out.
Or if you got some type of wrinkle spray.
We do that. We have a wrinkle spray that we use as well. If you have questions about it, let us know.
Yeah. And there are some ships, I haven't been on in a while, but some ships have like ironing rooms where you can go and like iron your clothes if that's, a big thing for you.
Most ships do charge if you want your clothes ironed. They may not allow you access to it, where they say, give us a bag and we will charge you per item or per bag to have your things ironed. So just know that. Another thing that we do, because I'm super thrifty, and when thinking about how you have to fly, if you're not already living in Florida, if you have to fly to Florida or fly to Puerto Rico in order to leave on the ship, to board the ship, of course you can't bring water with you on the plane. So what I will do is when we land at where we're going to be departing or embarking the ship, then Walmart, Walgreens, they're all over the place. I just stop at Walgreens. We could buy like a, 12 pack of water, and you can carry all that stuff on the ship. There's not like going to be that limit as to how much I'm carrying with me. I don't have to worry about, she's got liquids, so I can bring the water with me. What are the things that we usually buy from there?
Yeah, I would recommend bring your own soap or shower gel.
Depending on which cruise line you're on, definitely. Be safe,
that was one of the downsides of a Norwegian Viva, with the shower gel. I mean, it was just like water,
Yeah, we did not like it.
Didn't like it, so we had at one of the ports, we ended up buying a bar of soap the last day because we wanted to.
That was a lifesaver.
Yeah, so I would just pack, just in case your cruise line doesn't have a good lathering shower gel, bring like a bar of soap. That'll last you the whole week.
Yeah, bring a bar of soap, or if you prefer liquid shower gel, then you could just buy it at Walmart or Walgreens. Before you leave, before you board the ship, you can buy a 12 ounce or however many ounces you want to last you for the entire cruise, And as far as shoes, ladies, I'm going to tell you, I used to be that person to buy the super tall heels. And then by the time I leave from my stateroom till the time I get to the elevators, my feet are hurting me so bad. It's like, no, hold on. You need to slow down. That's no fun. And you think you're cute. Instead, you just look silly. So what I started doing is I just started buying like cute short heels. So ditch the high heels that you can't walk in unless you're really good at walking in them. But for me, they are killing my feet, my bunions and everything. So and this last cruise, I had very few pairs of shoes. I had like my running shoes, which I would work out in every day or run on the treadmill. And then I had like some, casual shoes that I could dress up or dress down. Mm-hmm. And then I had like a black pair of heels that were probably that tall. I'm used to the really tall one to make me feel pretty. But then I was like, forget about it, because it was just always too uncomfortable in those really tall heels. So it was nice because I could get dressed up and we can go all around the ship without me saying, hold on, I need to sit, because I was comfortable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just want to kind of back up a little bit when you're talking about bringing bottled water. Mm-hmm. So you can do that if you want. The ship has filtered water, so you can drink the water, at the buffet in the different restaurants, and they have flavored water, which, water that tastes like juice. So you don't necessarily have to buy a drink package.
Oh yeah, waste of money.
Unless you drink, you drink alcohol or you got to have pop or soda. You don't need to do that. They got plenty of good liquids on there for free. For free. That's
another way of saving money, not just a packing essential, but that's a cruise tip. So as far as onboard experiences, there are so many different things that you'll experience on a cruise, whether it's the dining, the entertainment, the excursions. We're going to talk to you about what's included and what's extra. For most cruise lines, most of the food is included. However, always check and see which ones are not complimentary, because you may be so excited to go to Cagney Steakhouse and then you come to realize it's $50 per person. Okay. So when you are checking out the website, check and see which dining is complimentary and which dining you have to pay additional. And you can decide, is it worth paying an extra $50 per person per night for you to go and eat at the fine dining, at the French restaurant or the Italian restaurant or the steak restaurant?
Right. And depending on what ship you are on, like Celebrity, for example, they had like fine dining, specialties like an Italian restaurant or French, that was a part of the complimentary like dining. You didn't have to pay extra for that.
Mm-hmm.
So there are certain ships who, like she said, make sure you check ahead of time. All of them have buffets.
Mm-hmm.
So the buffet is definitely free. And then you have some dining halls that are free, but then they have those specialty restaurants on there too.
Right.
That cost extra money.
Yeah, I just didn't want anybody to get excited about, I'm going to be eating at this steak restaurant every night, and then you find out you can't afford it.
Right.
As far as entertainment, we have to say, even though Royal Caribbean is no longer our favorite line, Royal Caribbean's entertainment beats everybody else hands down. There, I said it.
I have to agree. Based on the ships we've been on, yeah, their entertainment is up there.
It is way up there. I mean, Royal Caribbean, from the diving show, and we're talking about the Oasis class ships, from the diving show to the ice show to like that one show where they had what do you call those things that you really enjoyed?
Drones.
The drones and everything like that. I mean, it was amazing. Now I will say, I just remembered on Celebrity, they had a show that was it was awesome. I can't remember what it was called, but Celebrity Beyond had a really good show where they had drones in that one as well.
Oh, so, they had some good singing.
Yeah,
on there too.
They had some really good singing on there as well. So Celebrity Beyond, they came with it, but it was just, they didn't have nearly as much as Royal Caribbean. You can't beat that diving show.
Yeah. And those ships are huge. Those Royal Caribbean Oasis class ships are like massive, and they draw like a big crowd with kids and everything. But yeah, the entertainment is top notch, and they have like Broadway style like shows in there that fantastic.
Yeah, I will say that when we were on Norwegian Viva, which I had stated that was my new favorite ship. And that is probably because we were just I was so blown away with the food tasting so good. However, when we were on Norwegian Viva, the one thing that I would say that I don't feel like they did very well was the entertainment. Do you want to tell them why?
Yeah, their main show on that ship is Beetlejuice, which actually, the show in itself is good. It had really good acting in there, like the storyline, some good singing. But like the main character, the Beetlejuice character,
on that particular ship.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how it is on the other ship, but on that ship, his language is just like totally unnecessary. A lot of foul language. There were kids in there, and I think he was just kind of going off script a couple times and just.
He was doing a lot of very inappropriate things where we were just like, that's not even like necessary. It was just like, I felt violated watching it.
Yeah.
It was just like,
it didn't add, it just kind of took away, in our opinion, from the show, which was a good show, a good, play and everything, but just the crude language and behavior.
Some of the things he was doing.
It was just,
it was inappropriate, and I know he was doing it to be funny, but it was like, if you can't be funny without being crude and doing some disgusting gestures in front of a family audience, then are you really funny?
Yeah. So those are the two downsides.
That was the downside part. Yeah.
The shows and the shower gel for Norwegian.
Yeah. Otherwise than that, I love Norwegian Viva.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's talk about, as far as our cruise tips and hacks. We want to show you how to save money and avoid a lot of the common mistakes. And one of the first things I will tell you is join the Facebook groups, for that particular cruise line, because it's really nice to be able to hear what other people are saying. Now, remember, there are going to be two people that are on the same ship. One person is going to love Beetlejuice and another person is going to hate Beetlejuice. So remember, take everything with a grain of salt. However, when you see a common theme or a lot of people are saying the same thing.
Hey, Cindy.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Then you can be able to say, okay, everybody is saying, or not everybody, a majority of people are saying this about this. Then you can be able to say, okay, you know what? If the majority is saying that there is too much drinking and the music is too loud on Utopia of the Seas, then yes, that's probably going to be true, or if a majority of people are saying that the food is, that the buffet is a hot mess on MSC Seashore, then most likely, then yes, the buffet is a hot mess. So one of the things that we definitely would recommend is, joining those Facebook groups, asking questions right there. Make sure that you are logging into the app or the website and checking things out. Watch different YouTube videos. I mean, that's why we started this channel. Watch different YouTube videos that people have done about the ship, and then that way you can get a good idea, get a good feel for it. Is this what I want to do?
Right, yeah.
I did that. And that's part of the reason why I was like, no, thank you to Virgin. I was like, no, I don't think I'm interested in Virgin Cruises. But unless they want to sponsor us, so.
So yeah, that's a part of doing your research, right?
Do your research,
Like you said, joining those groups, looking at different videos, and seeing what you like, you think what you're going to be interested in, before you make that decision to book a cruise, because that's, they're not cheap. You want to make sure the money you're spending is going towards something you're going to enjoy.
And now, as far as other tips and hacks, one of the things that I would say a huge savings is watch for when these cruise lines have different sales. Okay. I am a very, very thrifty person. I am always looking for a discount. So one of the cheapest cruises we ever went on, we used a coupon that I had through Government Vacations, Government Vacation Rewards or something like that. And it took a huge discount off of the price of an already low price cruise. And so it ended up, we were able to go on our MSC Seashore cruise in October. I think it was probably like, I don't know if it was like $500 something or $800 something total for two. And that was for a balcony stateroom. It was beautiful. We loved it. So always look to see how you can get discounts. And as far as like flights, if you use points, a lot of times these different credit cards out there will say, hey, if you spend $3,000 in 3 months, we will give you 75,000 points. And one of the things I love is like Chase Sapphire Preferred. Your points are worth like 1.25%. So what that means is maybe if they say that they'll give you $750, if you are redeeming it through their ultimate rewards, $750, the value of that is at 1.25% is actually going to be $937.50. That can be 2 round trip tickets, okay, to Puerto Rico. So you can, or Orlando, or wherever you want to fly to. So I use points a lot of times when we are flying. And I'm always looking for discounts on cruises. And another way that we save money is when it comes to excursions. I typically do not book the excursions through the ship.
Why?
Because I can save hundreds of dollars by booking on my own. So what I will do is when we are on those Facebook groups, I'm seeing people talking about different excursions that they've done. They're like, hey, when you're in Aruba, we rode the ATV, blah, blah, blah. I will write down the destination and what they did. Or if they'll say, hey, when we were in, what island was it that had the Pythons?
That was St. Lucia.
St. Lucia. They say, hey, when you go to St. Lucia, make sure you go see the Pythons. So what I did when we get off the ship, instead of paying, $150 per person to the ship, I will go and I will negotiate right there at the cruise port, right there on the dock or whatever. I will negotiate. When you get off the ship, they have people there holding signs trying to get you to come with them. I'll give you a tour. I'll do this. Now you got to make sure, use common sense. I typically don't like to pay people ahead of time without making sure that they've actually done what it is. I want to be able to feel comfortable. You always want to make sure that you let other people know, go with other people. So it's not just you as a single woman just off it to a bunch of guys are like, come this way, you know? So you want to make sure that you feel comfortable and that you're safe and that other people know where you are, who you're going with. Okay. But like, for example, we got off the ship and we said, we want to see the pythons. So we paid maybe like $40 per person.
Something like that.
Something like that. It was super cheap. We paid like something really cheap. And the guy said, okay. He radioed to the guy who did the boat. They came, picked us up. We told them what time that we had to be back for our ship. They took us to the pythons. They took us to the waterfalls. We had an amazing time. They took us to the mud baths. I wasn't about to get in that, but they took us to that and then came back and we enjoyed ourselves.
That was a blast. And we saved a lot of money by not booking it on the ship, going actually off the ship and just kind of talking to some of the people right there. At the port. So
now a lot of people will say, book through the ship because you want to make sure that the ship doesn't leave you. If you book through the ship, they won't leave you. But also, if you use common sense and you make sure that you are supposed to be back within more than enough time, then you don't have to worry about that. If your ship is not leaving until 6 p.m. and if you're telling someone, I want to be back here by 3, then you should be fine.
Right, yeah.
You should be fine.
And most of those guys, those taxi drivers, they kind of know, about when the ships are leaving and all that. And they want to make sure that they have you back. This is going to look bad on them and the island and all that. So
they want to make sure people have a good experience.
They have a good experience, exactly.
Yeah. So we want to hear from you guys. Put your questions in the chat. We don't want to just assume we know what questions that you have. Put your questions in the chat. Let us know, what cruises have you been on? Which cruise line is your favorite? What is the best tip that you have ever heard with regards to cruising and traveling as a whole? What are some common mistakes that you want to know how to avoid making those common mistakes that most people do? So to me, overall, I think those are some of the biggest things, like as far as tips that I would recommend for folks is, save money on those excursions. Another one, back on the ship. When you're back on the ship, before you even leave the ship, my suggestion, always put all of your valuables. So if you got your cash, you got your driver's license, your passport, maybe if you brought like your cell phones or your iPad, put it in the safe. Just put it in the safe. That will help you so you're not wondering where it is. If, did I throw it under the bed? Is it lost? Put it in the safe. Lock your safe every time when you leave the room. Not that you're expecting anyone to steal anything, but you know what? If you put it in the safe, then you know for sure you're not gonna, nothing can happen to it because it was in the safe the whole time.
All right. And most ports don't even require you to bring a passport when you get off the ship. Just need like a photo ID,
This last time we went to the Dominican Republic, we went to Curacao, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, Puerto Rico,
and Dominican Republic.
Yeah. And we never needed our passport. The whole time we did not need our passport. So literally, we still brought our ID. We brought our driver's license with us just in case, but we were good. When you have your C-Pass card, your card or whatever it is that they give you for that cruise line, that's where, and they scan it when you're getting off of the ship. So that way you can make sure that you didn't forget it because they scan it before you can get off the ship and they scan it again when you're coming back on the ship.
Right.
So can you think of anything else?
I can't. I know we talked about this before about the tips. So tipping, on the ship, they kind of automatically just add it on to your bill. You do have the option if you want. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but you have the option to have those removed. And you can just give a certain amount of tip to your stateroom cabin, attendant or whoever helps you out at the buffet or the fine dining. You can do that if you want. You have the option. If you want
to, that is an option.
That's an option. So just it's not like automatic. You got it because some people may be surprised, like at the end of the cruise, like, wait a minute, I paid for this amount, now I got an extra $280, tip. So just so you know that is optional.
It's optional, yes. People have asked, what is our favorite destination?
Yeah, favorite destination. We were talking about this earlier. I would have to say it. I don't know if it's like this now, but when we took this cruise, I don't know if it was 2018 or something like that. It was the Royal Caribbean's Allure of the Seas. That was my favorite, like, overall best cruise.
Pre-COVID, now you know that everything has changed since COVID, but I'm just saying, go ahead.
Yeah, I thought the shows on there were fantastic. They had this one show called Blue Planet. I will never forget it. I haven't seen anything like it since then.
It's a Celebrity had theirs was similar.
Yeah, it wasn't like that one though. But I was amazed by that. The destinations, we went to St. Martin's, one of our ports of call, and did like an ATV tour around the whole island. That was amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I had a great time with that.
Yeah.
The food was good. It was just like an overall just great experience.
Yeah.
I didn't remember having any issues with.
It was a Marriage Retreat cruise too.
No,
that wasn't the Marriage
Retreat. We went on that the second time. I'm talking about the first time we went on it.
Okay.
It was just you and I. That was nice. That was my favorite cruise overall, Allure of the Seas. But
I can't remember. What did I say mine was?
You keep saying Celebrity, right? Celebrity on?
What did we do? I mean, like, as far as like my favorite destination.
Oh, Protocol. Oh, then you said when we went on the I forgot what you said. You're not talking about that.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I think we were on Celebrity Beyond. We went to Cozumel, Mexico.
Oh, yes.
And I normally was so bored with Cozumel, Mexico, because we were like, we've been here so many times. I love Mexico, but we've been to Cozumel so many times. This time we booked an excursion. This time we did book it through the ship, okay? And it was worth it.
Yeah,
so this excursion, the way that it worked was salsa making, like salsa, and salsa dancing. So the first thing that we did when we got off the ship, they took all of us that were on this excursion and they took us to a market and they told us what we needed to get. So they're like, okay, you are going to need cilantro. You are going to need onion. You're going to need, and they told us the different type
all the ingredients
all the ingredients we need for salsa. So then they paid for it, and then we got on the bus and then they drove us to some destination, probably about 15, 20 minutes away. And then my dress is falling off. And then they taught us, we all sat down at the table. We all had like our ingredients right sitting in front of us and everything was already cut up. And they showed us how to prepare the ingredients for the salsa. And so we made 3 different types of salsa. We did salsa verde. We did the regular salsa. We did the avocado, I think. Not avocado. What's that green thing called?
Guacamole.
Guacamole. Yeah. And then they taught us how to salsa dance. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Let's show them what we learned.
No, not today. That is fun. Like if you want to do something different,
check out our video. We did. We actually did a YouTube video on it, and it was amazing.
Most, you want to go. Most of these excursions, they take you to the beach and all that. We just wanted to do something different, and that was totally different, totally worth it. We recommend that.
The video is called "The Best Cozumel Excursion Ever," and it looks like this. Okay, make sure that you check that out. And if you haven't already, please take the time, like, subscribe. We want to hear from you. Comment, share. Let us know what your thoughts are. So that was my favorite. And then also there was this big, beautiful beach and a big buffet that we had access to as well.
Right.
And then there was all this shopping that was there as well. So we had a wonderful time. I think that was probably one of the best excursions. We had a lot for our money.
Yeah. That was a great value. I would suggest that.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to land the plane here. If you have any questions or if you're watching this video live or on the recording, please share it, like, subscribe. We appreciate it. We're going to be doing more of these lives. This is our first official one. This is the second one, but first official one. Yeah. But we definitely want to hop on here and just kind of communicate with you guys, get some feedback, some questions. And that's what we're going to be doing.
So we just want to let you know that we've had so much fun. I had a lot of fun. It's been 49 minutes. We've had a lot of fun. We want to thank you all for joining us on our first official live stream. And if you did enjoy this, please click the like button. Please subscribe for more cruise content. And also, we have a few more destinations coming up. Just this year coming up, we're going to be going on MSC's newest ship. It hasn't even set sail yet. It's going to be World America. So yeah, we're really excited about that.
MSC, just a little background, they're more of a Mediterranean Sea company, or shipping company. That's what it stands for. And they're like Italian-based, I believe. So I've heard that a lot of their ships are geared towards like the European kind of market. This one here is going to be the first one that's geared towards like North America. It's called World America. So we're looking forward to see what the changes are going to be like. And
it's going to be a huge ship. It's going to be huge. And I love brand new. Yeah. Another thing that we're going to be doing in April, our company is going to be sending us to the Vdara Resort and Spa. And this is going to be in Las Vegas. All expenses paid, airfare, the luxury resort. They're giving us tickets to dinner, tickets to a show, so many different things. The Sphere.
Yeah, I'm excited about seeing the Sphere.
We're going to have an amazing time. And so you'll see us there. And then we're going to be going to Salt Lake City, Utah. We're going to be doing that sometime in May. We're going to be going back to Washington, D.C. We had a lot of fun the last time we went to Washington, D.C. This next time, we're going to be bringing our daughter with us. And then also our company announced that they are sending us to Secrets Royal Beach Resort in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. So we're really excited about that.
Yes.
That's another all expenses paid vacation. And then also, my husband doesn't know about this, but there is a trip to on the Princess Cruise Lines that I just wanted to see your face. I am working on him. I'm trying to book a cruise on the brand new Star Princess. So as soon as he gives me permission to hit purchase, I'm going to get that cruise for us and brand new ship. We've never been on Princess. So I'm looking forward to that. So make sure that you comment below. We want to know if you want us to add anything specific, like a giveaway the next time or any kind of special announcement. But before we sign off, let us know in the chat, what's your dream cruise destination? We'd love to hear from you.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Thanks for joining us.